Today is the big day. Pokemon Obsidian Flames has officially released, and today I decided I would lose all of my friends I've made from playing Pokemon, and I'm going to be playing the most toxic Pokemon deck that just came out in this new set. Hope you guys are doing well and hope you don't have to play any players like myself this week if you have a store that is willing to let Obsidian Flames cards be legal for their tournaments this weekend. I am going to be playing Glimmora EX. Now, I'm not new to playing toxic decks in the Pokemon card game. I played Galarian Weezing at the Toronto Regionals vlog on the channel, by the way. Ever since that's rotated out, I've been missing that void of being able to make people suffer at the top tables, or bottom tables depending on the day. Now, the common consensus for the Pokemon card game in terms of competitive play is that Obsidian Flames really doesn't offer that much great stuff. In terms of competitive value, I think the most competitive card that's been introduced into this set isn't a card that's going to be the main focus of the deck, but it's going to be basically the queen to the king, the right hand to a lot of decks running, and that is Pidgeot EX. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Before we get going, I want to welcome all the new people to the channel that are dropping by for Obsidian Flames content. I do a lot of tournament vlogs, so if you guys want to see more content like this, maybe at the North American International Championships or regionals, I'll have the playlist linked down below. You guys can binge watch it right after. And on a really positive note, I can tell the channel is in a really great state of growth right now because we're getting a lot of hate comments, which is very, very exciting. For example, check out what Antman9501 had to say for his first ever comment on the channel. I'm only succeeding because mommy and daddy have money. I'm ugly. And he doubled down right after, saying, I have no talent, I'm unfunny, and I have no future if my mom and dad stop paying my way through life while my poor friends die young. Watch me open Pokemon cards while you starve. Ha 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 ha. My girlfriend is with me because daddy has money. Wow, that is a lot. I must have beat them online or something to have that much rage in those comments. But yeah, I'm really sorry you're having a bad week, Ant-Man. Hopefully next week gets better for you. In the meantime, if you want to comment down below letting me know which Charizard card of these is your favorite, so I know which one to not send you, that would be great, because I have you blocked on the channel now too. If anyone wants to comment hate, I'm just going to block you. I won't even bother replying or hearting or liking your comment. I'm just going to straight up block you. Like always, don't forget, if you use my promo code SneakerTalk TCG, you'll save 5% off your Pokemon cards at Manta Trading in-store and online. And this month, I've teamed up with Manta Trading to give away a free Elite Trainer box to one lucky subscriber who uses my promo code on their Obsidian Flames cards. We're gonna start pretty soon. It's a full house. They have all the tables set up like a League Cup. Like, I've never seen this packed on a regular Friday, but it is Worlds after all. They have Worlds playing in the background as well. And now it's time for that pre-tournament interview with the homie, Little Dark Fury. So, Matt, what are you cooking today? What is going on for your game plan here?
So I decided to play Charizard EX today. New card, arguably the new best card in the new set. Felt like playing it because I didn't want to play another Arc deck again, just kind of getting bored. I mean, even though there's Arceus in here, this is not an Arceus deck. This is a very different style of deck. It plays very differently. So
the deck is just sponsored by Arceus, not actually Arceus.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's optimal. Honestly, I don't even know if you need the Arceus or the Pidgeot. I'm not expecting too many mirror matches. I don't think that many people have Charizard. They're expensive right now, hard to get. Expecting a lot of Miraidon, Xianpao, Arc decks, maybe Mew, which I'm hoping I hit Mew and Gardevoir because I got a Dark type in my deck. So we'll see how it goes, but I tested the deck a lot and it's been pretty good, and give it a try. You know, Pittsburgh testing could be pretty relevant too. So.
Where have you been testing the most?
Pokemon TCG Live.
Live? And,
on my streams.
On your streams? Oh, where do you stream?
Twitch.tv/LilDarkFury.
Oh, sick. I'll make sure I check it out later this week.
Honestly, I think Charizard would still be that card. I think the card's underrated. We just have to find the right way to play it, and I think it'll actually be good. Pidgeot, I'm not sold on it yet. I'm still in the testing phase, but so far I think Pidgeot's good. Every time I play against it or play with it, having access to any card in the turn is insane. Getting any card you want out of the deck is ridiculous. So I think the deck's good. We'll have to see how it does, and we'll see how Obsidian Flames performs. Definitely a bit of a weaker set, but it is what it is.
And what was the best card you pulled so far from Obsidian Flames?
Yeah, the IR Charizard.
IR Charizard?
Nice. Yeah, I don't got it on me, but I was not gonna put it in here either. I had to buy 3 Charizards. I didn't want to play it in here, but definitely the IR Charizard.
Good luck, good luck.
You too, bro.
round number 1 is done. We played against a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck, which I have not seen in forever, but it was a spicy deck because it had Radiant Eternatus along with the Soul Rock and Lunatone package from Obsidian Flames and Path to the Peak. Very creative deck. I asked them about where they got the list or if they made it themselves. They told me they found the list on a Japanese website from a Japanese player, so really cool list. Kind of a rough game for me. I wasn't able to get my turn 1 Squawkabilly because I prized it, so I had a pretty bricky start, and just throughout the game I wasn't able to attach energies. I have 9 energies in deck and I wasn't able to attach them pretty much the whole time. I didn't get to play supporters either. I had Raihan in hand, which is a dead card at the start of the game when you have nothing knocked out, and yeah, it was an uphill battle from the very beginning. So I ended up losing, making our record 0-1. Now this tournament was the very first tournament where you could get these Pokemon TCG Prize Pack Series 3 packs. These promo packs contain cards that have already been released in the past, but they have special play Pokemon stamps on them, and some of them you can get in this really cool Cosmo Foil Holo pattern. Now onto my pack, let's see what we're able to get. We got a Magma Basin, a Sharon's Care, a Professor's Research, a Mirage Gate, this is so sick, and a Lugia V-Star. Oh my gosh, this pull is crazy. Wow. Next up, let's see what my friend Jack pulled from his Prize Pack Series 3. He got a Muck, Lake of Acuity, Armor Rouge, a Holo Ultra Ball, Holo Arvin, and those were the best ones. Round number 2 is done, and we played against a Gardevoir deck, one of the most popular and strongest decks in the game, still to this day, in Obsidian Flames. And I got a really nice setup from the start. I managed to go first for the first time in what feels like forever. I've been going second for like 90% of my games. Like the last 8 games, I've always gone second in general, which is rough. But yeah, going first felt really good, and it was a really good back and forth the entire game. We were trading knockouts throughout the entire match. I had Path to the Peak to slow them down a little bit. They hit me with the Temple of Sinnoh to counter stadium it, and at one point of the game, they managed to charge up their Cresselia, which uses an attack which gets to snipe a Pokemon, so they sniped my Glammet on the bench. And even with the rock chestplate thing that reduces damage by 30, because Cresselia hits with damage counters, it puts damage counters on the Pokemon, it's not a attack using damage, my 30 damage mitigation is neglected because of that attack. And then the player made a couple of major misplays, which I let him take back, which kind of basically gave him the game because I let him take back multiple misplays. Like he drew for turn before promoting a Pokemon, which is a really big deal. There was one point where he had to bump my Stadium so he could, you know, use his abilities. So he bumped my Path to the Peak using Collapse Stadium. I discarded my Squawkabilly, which was a liability. And then he was like, oh wait, I made a mistake. Can I take that back? And as a very polite Canadian I am, I said, you know what? It's just go ahead. You can take back that play. And then I regretted it instantly because he bossed my Squawkabilly, now knowing that's the card I was going to discard right away. And then he played the Collapse Stadium, and that was like, ugh. If this was like a cup or a challenge, I would totally like be on top of calling the judge and stuff, but it's like a friendly Friday tournament, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll let it slide. I'll take the L. But like when I do things like that and I make those kind of misplays, I don't ask for like forgiveness. I just take the L. Lesson learned, you know. And there's at one point where I used Iono and he was attempting to shuffle his deck, and I was able to stop him mid-shuffle. Like his hand was already shuffling into his deck, but I was able to like stop him and make him pull out the cards in his hand so he could cancel out that. So that's some, you know, sportsmanship, some good Pokemon sportsmanship I showed there. But yeah, it was a rough loss. We went into the final turn of overtime where we had 1 prize left each. So he managed to use Super Rod to put back 3 Psychic Energies into his deck, and then use Gardevoir's ability to charge up his baby Gardevoir, and then he knocked out my my Lunatone, which he used Boss's orders on the previous turn. We are now 0-2, and there's 6 rounds in total today. It's a long, sweaty tournament this Friday night. Outside now for round number 3. We got kicked out of the store. No, I'm kidding. We got a buy, so we got the free win for the round. Now I get to chow down on the rest of my snacks. The it's not mimosas, samosas. The samosas were delicious. I haven't had samosas in forever. But yeah, just chilling. I get a nice little break after a game going to full overtime. I don't mind chilling and hanging out for a little bit. So I guess for now, let's open up the booster packs I brought with me from Obsidian Flames. All right, here we go. Let's see what we're able to pull. We got a Scyther, Meltan, Charcadet, Pawniard, Dartrix, Frogadier, Stunfisk, Togetic, Zigzagoon, and a Claydol Holo Rare. Haldane Wooper. Let's pop it open. Here's the Sprigatito coin. Oh man, this Paldean Wooper is so cute. Look at that artwork. He's just taking a nap. This is gonna go straight into my binder page, which has all of the sleeping Pokemon. Got the code card, 1 pack of Obsidian Flames. Let's see if we can get lucky on this one. A Numel, Mawile, Togedemaru, Greavard, Granbull, Malamar, Paldean Clodsire, how fitting, can evolve straight from the Wooper. We got Dragonair, beautiful artwork, Charcadet, Togekiss as our holo rare. Round number 4 is done. We played against my good friend Mario, and it was a scary game because he was playing Meowscarada EX, as you saw. Meowscarada is pretty much like an auto loss for my deck because I get hit for weakness, which is rough. But luckily enough, he prized his copy of Radiant Alakazam, and he wasn't able to get it out of there in time for my Glimmora EXs to feast. I even had to do a very scary play at the start of the game where I had to use Squawkabilly, and I discarded 2 of my Glimmoras. So that was a painful start, but it paid off in the end, high rolling it, because I got the Boost Shake on turn 1, and it was pretty much easy, clear coast sailing from there. Without Radiant Alakazam, he can't one-shot me, which is the big scary thing in that matchup. So we are now 2-2. We have 2 more rounds left to go. Let's try and end on a positive record, and 4-2 sounds good to me. After the game, the homie Mario let me open up his prize pack series 3, so let's see what he was able to get from his booster pack. I'm always extra gentle with other people's cards. We got the Feather Ball, we got Earther and Steel Stone, a Holo Beach Court, which is the highest rarity of this card now, and a Trekking Shoes Holo rare as well. That was a sweaty matchup against Mew VMAX. I've never played against Mew VMAX before in my life using this deck. It came down to like literally 10 to 20 or 30 HP by the end of the game, and her turns like were taking forever. So I didn't do a judge call or anything, but she had turns that lasted 2 or 3 minutes where she did nothing because she didn't know how to play against my deck. So I was so scared we were just gonna tie. We clutched up, we got the win in the end of the day, and I'm very happy about that. We're now 3-2, and that means we have to go 1 more win, the final round, and if we win that, we get 1 more play pack series 3. So we're playing for that pack right now. Let's see how it goes. So I lied, it turns out we're not playing for a pack because we have 2 losses. So we're just playing for honor at this point. So round 6 is done, and we played against a Miraidon EX deck. I felt so dirty playing against Miraidon. It's my favorite deck, I love it. And to play against it in the final round, hitting it for weakness with Glimmora EX, it's kind of nasty. Like, Glimmora is it's a true hard counter against that deck. They were able to get some knockouts in though with Magnezone V, hitting my Glimmettes on the bench and dragging them up and smacking them for 40, which I could not avoid. Glimmora was just too good. It's too strong against Miraidon. So our final record is now 4 wins, 2 losses. We don't get any prizing, but I want to see where we land on the final standings in just a second. So we'll see my ranking, and if you guys enjoyed this video, check out the North American International Championships vlog on screen right now. Click right here, or check out the Obsidian Flames booster box opening, where we pulled multiple Charizards, including the SAR. Alright, thanks for watching.